Bowman. This is Tyrone Bowman tonight. I'm just kind of fixing up the lighting back here. Just give me a moment. This is Tyrone Bowman tonight. As we're getting started, I have something to talk about real quickly here, and then we're going to move on to some other stories throughout the duration of this program tonight. Well, it all went down in Nashville, Tennessee. According to NBC News, the neo-Nazis had a march in Nashville, Tennessee. Well, guess what? It abruptly ended after they were challenged. And the group left in a U-Haul box truck that was driven out of the country, police said, indicating the demonstrators were outsiders. Make no mistake about it. The neo-Nazis, the KKK, and all these other racist groups, they're alive and well. Never underestimate your enemies. I say that again, never underestimate your enemies. Always be prepared. Never let your guard down. Never think that your enemies are someplace asleep, because they're not. They're someplace planning and plotting and ready to execute evil. So I'm going to play this video courtesy of NBC News. Let me see if I can get it up on full screen here, because I want to play it in its entirety. Hold on. Just give me a moment to load it up.
Out of uproar in Tennessee after a controversial march over the weekend. A small group of neo-Nazis walked through Nashville. We are going to show you video in a few seconds of that march, but we do want to warn you, some of the symbols and imagery are disturbing and hateful. Police say about 24 people marched around the Capitol and parts of downtown on Saturday. They eventually left after a brief confrontation. Now, several lawmakers are speaking out. Here with the latest, NBC's Valerie Castro following this one for us. So, Valerie, first off, what do we know about this march and this group?
Zinkley, so this appeared to be a group of about 24 men that marched through downtown Nashville and around the Capitol. As you saw in the video, they were all wearing those red shirts. Most of the group, the majority of the group, had their faces covered. Their identities were concealed. Some of them were carrying flags with the swastika symbol. Several bystanders who witnessed this took cell phone video of the group. Some of them confronted the group and yelling at them, calling them cowards for not showing their faces. Some say that the demonstrators were yelling anti-immigrant chants. Nashville police issued a statement saying that they had monitored the group, and they say that the group left at the end of the demonstration climbing into a U-Haul box truck, and that they left the county at that point. Now, this is a relatively new group. This is associated with the Blood Tribe, a neo-Nazi group, according to the Anti-Defamation League, a relatively new group that formed in about 2020 and 2021. But the ADL says that their activity has been increasing, and several of their last events have targeted LGBTQ festivals and pride events.
And of course, as their activity is increasing, it's happening in a larger landscape of hate increasing in the nation. I wonder, how are people responding to what they saw in Nashville?
So several lawmakers issued statements over the weekend on social media. Today, just a few hours ago, there was a rally held at the state capitol. There were lawmakers there. There were religious leaders from the community there.
All right, I'm going to leave that right there. Make no mistake about it. This was planned, plotted, and well orchestrated. First of all, they're cowards. And the fact that they have their faces concealed and their identities concealed, because they know exactly what they're doing. And all this is an attempt to strike fear into the hearts of men and women, especially to try to strike fear into the hearts of black people with this upcoming election that's about to take place. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not turning back. So the cowards can march on, but the fight for freedom, equality, and justice continues. I'm Tyrone Bowman. Never surrender. Never